Hello, my name is Naduni De Silva, student number 24333216. Today I'll be demonstrating my implementation of the banana game using PHP, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and SQL, and also integrated with the banana API. I'll focus on four key computer science themes called software design principles for the low coupling and high cohesion, event-driven programming, interoperability, and virtual identity. I firstly focus for the going through the UI design I have created. So as you can see, this is for the sign up page. So let's start the exploring the user journey. For the first user encounter for the sign up page where they can see the create an account. Upon registration, user have to to the login page. So let's start it to um, yeah. Let's move for the login page. Have to add the credential that I created for the sign up page, and after the entering that data. We can move to the home page. And also I want to mention that I have implemented secure authentication using the password hashing technique for the database, which I will highlight in the when I examine the backend. Yeah, as you can see, the home page after login, users are directed to the home page, which present the inviting interface with the clear navigate option, and also the vibrant banana theme design is consistent with the application and enhancing the user experience. And there's a three button called play game, view ranking, logout, and also it's mentioned the username here. And there's a option called how to play the, and there's some uh, instruction to how to do the game. So let's move to the play game option. After the from home page, user can navigate to the level selection screen. As you can see, in level select PHP here. So I have designed three defeat dis- distinct difficulty levels, each with unique parameters. For the level one, I designed for the beginner with 80 seconds for the gameplay time, and also for the six attempts. For the level two, increased difficulty with 60 seconds and five attempts. Level 3 for the expert players with just 37 and 3 attempts. And also for the success for option. And let's move to the play game. So this is part for the session management. If you want to start game, you can start game here. Yes, you can see the main game interface in here. Define the game PHP, and also for the level I have selected. So in feature responsive design with dynamic elements for the game PHP. Notice the timer, attempts, and the score display. The question area in the pull match problem for the banana API. Users input the answers in here and submit the display the game. You can see for the random option. If it is correct, it show the notify the answer is correct. It is wrong. Notice the answer is wrong. So yeah, it's wrong for the game over. If you want to play the same level, you can select this play again game play again button. If you want to change the level, you can click the choose level. So let's move to the home page, and in here we can see the leaderboard option for the view ranking. So as you can see, the Iran got the 0 marks. Uh, for the pawn coming to the game, you see the final score have to option to play again or return to level selection. And for the leaderboard implementation, for the leaderboard PHP, so in case the top up performance with engage the virtual shouldn't be in this screen. So yeah, if you want to log out the game, you can click in here, and after that you move to the login screen. So this is the for the UI interface with my banana game I have implemented. So let's move to the backend. So yeah, uh, my implementation is strongly emphasizing the software design principles that promote maintainability and scalability. Let's examine it for the how to get the low coupling and high cohesion archive for the software design principles. So I want to confirm the game configuration module that I have implemented in the game PHP. So let's move to it. Yeah. For the firstly, I want to mention the game configuration based on level path. In this scenario, the configuration object amplifies the high cohesion by grouping the all level specific parameters is one place. It also enables the allow coupling because any changes do you want to level difficulty can be made here without affecting the game mechanic code. And for example, if you want to add a fourth difficulty level or modify the scoring system, we would only need to update the configuration object, not for the entire code, entire game logic. And also I want to mention the state management part in here. So the state object includes the all game state variables, creating the single source of truth. The demonstration high cohesion by keeping the related data together, and low coupling for the providing consistent interfaces for the other function for the interfaces game state. If any function that need to modify read game state just to the object, eliminating this can be depend on the throughout the code. So and also for the DOM elements in here, um, yeah, by centering all DOM element references, I have reduced the coupling between the DOM structure and game functionality. If we need to change the HTML structure or element IDs, we only need to update the single object rather than the searching throughout the multiple functions for the DOM references. And also for the function modulation that I've created in here. Yes, in this part, for the function modularization, each game function has a single responsibility to demonstrate high cohesion. This module efforts allow to each function to be modified or replace the independent showcase low coupling. For example, we could completely change the how questions are loaded as like the Pharaohs switching APIs for the without affecting for the answers or checking the game state logic. And let's move to the event driving programming part that I created. In for the my application is fundamentally build the event driving architecture responsive to the use action and the system event rather than the following sequence flow. In here, uh, so yeah, in this part, so event listener. The setup function connect DOM events to their create handle, creating a reflective system that responds to the user interface for the rather than the focusing users throughout the pretending sequence, the approach way to the response specific event. And also for the time event system that I have implemented in here. Yeah. So the time system is another powerful example for can we can get the event driven programming. It creates a recurring event that update game stay every second completely independent from the user input events. This demonstrates how to implement the application respond to multiple event time simultaneously. So and I want to go for the my JavaScript part for looking for the my dynamic UI updates. So I have the management. So in here, yes, in here, uh, so I have implemented the interaction, observe the API to trigger animate the when element entire the viewpoint for the create and responsive dynamic UI that we have to the scroll event without blocking the element main thread, demonstrating for this opinions the event handling. And also for the form validation event. In here, for the real-time form validation is implemented through the input events, providing immediate feedback to users rather than the waiting for form submission. This creates a more responsive, user-friendly experience throughout the event-driven design. Yeah, for the that's all for the event-driven programming. Let's move for the interoperability. Interoperability is a concentrate of this application achieved throughout the careful integration of multiple technologies. For the game API, of course, for the game API, for the API integration in here. This web application communicates with the external Banana API using the JavaScript Fetch API. It handles the both successful responses for the faithfully demonstrating robust interoperability between my front end and the external services. I included error handling, the automatic rematch mechanism to ensure smooth operation, even the API encourage issues. And also for the database integration, I want to mention in for the leaderboard part. Uh, Here we can see the retrieving data from the MySQL and integrating into the HTML output. This demonstrated interoperability between the database layer and presentation layer. And also for the, I want to mention the cross-language communication. For the application, achieve interoperability across multiple programming languages and technologies. For the example, as for the HTML to CSS for structure and presentation, JavaScript for the client-side interoperability, PHP for the server-side processing, SQL for the database data premises, JSON for the data exchange for the API side. This multi-technology approach demonstration by understanding to how to make different systems work together harmoniously. For instance, JavaScript fetch data for the PHP endpoint, which is then query the SQL database, which is all passed through the stack to update UI. And let's move to the virtual identity part. For the virtual identity in my application, Go Sylvian simple user across the create presence online presence. For the, I want to mention the secure user authentication part in for the MySQL part. As you can see in here, the database schema demonstrates secure identity management throughout the unique constraint on the username and email and password field. In here, secure hash storage. I implement the password hashing using PHP password hash function, ensuring that user credentials are never stored in the plain text. That's the better thing for the user authentication. And also for the session management in here, this web application maintain the user identity across page load throughout the PHP session Discord. And for Discord, it shows how to system verify the authentication status before allowing access to the protected pages. And also for the create achievement tables, the achievement system extends the virtual identity by recognizing the user accomplishment over time. This creates a richer virtual persona that's cross session and gives users to a sense of progression and recognition. Uh, in for the leaderboard page, in here, yeah, in here. mm the system creates the social identity to public display in the user ranking. This function retrieves the top performing users based on their Princess score data for the leaderboard, then display the identities. Creating a social dimension to the virtual identity system where user can compare themselves to others. Through this mechanism, user develop ongoing relationship with the application and transcend individual session for their virtual identity become meaningful throughout the accomplished history achieving this social ranking. Yeah, for this, all the summary, I want to say there are four computer science concepts that I'm using for the software design principles: event driven programming, interoperability, virtual identity, from the foundation of my banana game implementation. By applying these principles, I have created a system that is modular, responsive, integrated, and personalized. So, in this application, demonstrate the not just technical implementation, but also throughout the architectural approach that align with the conceptual software development for the best practices. Yeah, thank you so much.